Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're going to do a Let's Play and early impressions for Infernum VR, a game that was released on the Steam store in early access on November 16th, 2024. It normally retails for $10. I received a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program to review this game, and I'm testing it out on the Meta Quest 3 using Steam Link. Yes, Steam Link. Now, the reason I use Steam Link is because Infernum is a 360 wave shooter, and you have a small space where you can move around. And I wanted to be able to turn around without any cables, be totally cable free for this game. And so that's the reason I'm using Steam Link. This game is a 360 wave shooter. It's not standstill because you have a little space where you can turn around and dodge the ballistics that are coming towards you. But basically, you have enemies coming from all around, and you can use your guns or your sword to take them out. I have to be honest, this is a game that's very outdated. You have two pistols, two revolvers, and when you run out of bullets and need to reload, you actually have to like swing them up and down in order to reload them. And you also have like this big sword, and you have to use that in order to block the incoming big blue ball looking projectiles. The graphics are outdated, the gameplay mechanics are outdated. The only thing that I think I can say that I enjoyed about playing this game was the music. So the music was pretty cool, but the sound wasn't very good. The spatial audio was non-existent. I couldn't tell where enemies were coming from, so I had to keep my head on a swivel and just look all around very quickly. 360 again. That's why I played with no cables, on the Quest 3, so I can easily spin around and not get tangled up in cables. And that's what I did. But the problem is that this game is very outdated. The visuals are outdated. The gameplay is outdated. We had 360 wave shooters in 2017 VR that are much better than this game, with better mechanics, with better visuals. And so I'm not sure there's a market in PCVR for this game. I've been there, I've done that. Much better games than this one. So the other problem with this game is that it released in early access, and I read the store page description, and it says that the developers plan on bringing 9 levels to this game as part of the early access period. But currently, it only has 1 level. They're charging $10 for this game, and they only have 1 level with graphics that look worse than 2017 PCVR, with gameplay that is very basic and it was already outdated in 2017 PCVR. Those blue balls are difficult to avoid because they come 360 around you, and you have to keep your head on a swivel. It's hard to tell where they're coming from. Just like I said, you have to keep your head on a swivel. The sound design isn't good enough to let you know where they're coming from. So I did end up dying a lot in this game. But I think the difficulty here is covering up the fact that there's just isn't a lot of content here. And there's not a lot of reasons to play this game. I don't think this game is worth $10. I think at best this game is a demo for a much bigger game. It's a prototype for what might be a better game. But given where the game is at right now, I mean, I'm sure the developers could put a lot more time into it, and it still would not be a good game or one that I can recommend. Keep in mind, this is early impressions that I didn't get far in the game, but my early impressions, again, not a full review, my early impressions was I want to stop playing this game because it's not very good. It's a boring game. It's a very bland looking game. And like I said, the gameplay mechanics are just very outdated. The gunplay doesn't feel satisfying, doesn't feel realistic. There's nothing to it. We've seen this before in lesser games, or actually, I shouldn't say lesser games, in games that are lesser in my opinion, but are better than this one. So, in poor games that are still better than this one, I guess is what I should say. And the sword, I mean, we're basically using it to cut down the ballistics that are coming towards you. That's basically the only reason for the sword. So this is not a good game. It's also very dark. You know, it's difficult to see. It's mostly black and white, but you know, it's just outdated, and it's not very good. It's not a well-made game. I mean, I could see this as maybe like my first Unity game, and I'm assuming this is a Unity game engine. I don't really know. Don't really care because, like I said, I wasn't having fun, and I just cannot recommend this game. Honestly, I just want to uninstall the game and never play it again because it's that poorly made. There is no fun to be had in this game. I tried to give this game a chance, but it's too boring. It's too poorly made. This game is making fun of the Steam Early Access program. It really showing the worst of Steam Early Access and why games shouldn't be in early access. Again, one level out of 9 planned levels. That's very poor. This is barely a demo, let alone a game. If I have to rate this game as is, currently right now in early access on this day, it might get better in the future again, but I have to rate it right now as is. I'd give it a 2.5 out of 10. I believe this is the worst VR game I played in 2024. It reminds me of 2017 PCVR, but not one of the good games of 2017 PCVR. One of the worst games of 2017 PCVR. There's nothing good I can really say about it other than the music. Now the music was pretty sweet. Not gonna lie, the music was good, but nothing else was good about this game. It's just not a good game. I can't recommend it. Maybe if it were free to play, I could give it like a neutral recommendation. Maybe. But even at 99 cents, I would give this a thumbs down because there's just nothing to it. It's outdated. It's basic. It looks ugly. The sound design is poor. You need really good sound design in these games that are very dark, and the game fails at that. So, other than the music, there's nothing good or positive I can say about this game. It's the worst game I played in 2024. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my Let's Play early impressions. Do not buy, do not touch. I would recommend the developers just give up, delist the game, and start over, do something else. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good day. Goodbye.